All right. All right, thank you for taking the time out today to join us. Yes, we're off to a wonderful start. Just want to let you guys know, if you see, if you noticed or they haven't got to you yet, but we are restructuring the discharge flows, so they're kind of more just smoother for the processing team, so that that we're able to get through them a lot faster. We're definitely making improvements and we're getting things done. Okay. Just want to say, those that have received the final documents from the 1099s for your mortgages, I'm going to be reaching out to start preparing for your chain of title, real title process. As long as you have uploaded your copies that you may have received, any correspondence you get from your mortgage company or any of the other creditors that we're clearing, just make sure that you upload it to your discharge profile so we can move forward in finalizing everything. I'm grateful to say that things are moving forward wonderfully, and I'm looking forward to getting everyone debt free. Looking forward to it. Also, we are in the midst. Let me see. Mute this right quick. Can I see that? All right. Okay. So we are in the process right now of putting together our KPTA Academy. I know you've heard me talk about it before, about having a school for our children, and I meant what I said. So we're actually in the process of putting that platform together for K through 12. I'm not sure if it's gonna be this quarter because school will start back in August. It depends on how many people to step up that are homeschool teachers and teachers. But we're going to be teaching truth. We will have not a history class, but a historical class. We will have a financial management class for our children. We will have health education for our children on natural ways to heal the body. They will know that fluoride is not good for them, okay? So we are looking forward to teaching truth to our children, generations and generations to come. I'm praying that when we are long gone, because we all don't live forever, you're gonna be here forever, but that our children's children will still have KJPTA Academy moving forward. I'm very honored and proud to be able to be a part of this myself, to bring a different lifestyle to people. Okay. So we are working on that as we speak. We're preparing the curriculums from K through 12. So most of our children are learning the basics in the systems, curriculum, but anything that you feel that you can bring to the table education-wise for our children, please don't hesitate to step forward to part of us creating this foundational academy for our kids. Okay. I'm looking forward to teaching truth. I really am. I'm looking forward to it. So that should be between August of this year and next June of next year, whatever the case may be. Anywhere in between there, depending on how quickly we get it together, we will be able to start our schooling. You can get the kids out of the public school system. I'm praying that we'll be able to actually have some brick and mortars in different states so that they still have somewhere to attend. But that's gonna be down the line. I don't want to push the buttons, but at least we'll have the virtual schools going sooner than later. So that is something I'm looking forward to. Let's see. Okay. What else I wanted to bring to the attention? Okay. Also, please keep in mind that staff does not always work on the weekends. If you put a message in your flow and only in your flow, I mean, you can ask questions in the groups also, but if staff is not available to answer on Friday evenings, Saturdays, and Sunday, just be patient. They will get to it on Monday. Okay, I'm trying to get them to take breaks because this is a lot of work and sometimes they have to rejuvenate. Because it can be stressful sometimes, us trying to keep up with everything and everybody. We are working on improving our communication skills. But again, it's only a handful of us and it's hundreds of you. And we're doing the best we can until we're able to bring more qualified people to the table. My team is very good at what they do, very patient. And I also feel that they work. So I do want them to be able to have some time off for themselves. But please keep that in mind when you're sending messages. And if you do send a message, please give 24 hours during the week also, because again, they may catch your question, but they're still working on other things. And just be patient if they're not answering you right away, but they will get to it. We have we're expanding our staff with being able to help answer questions, and most of the time they are not able to answer the question, contact me for the answer. So just be patient with them and be patient with me until we have a better system and more people. Now, if you are educated in this lifestyle and you have time that you can bring to the table to volunteer to help answer questions in the groups, please let me know. We can discuss that. That would help us dramatically to not have to stretch my people as far as they've been stretched. But you do have to have at least been here for a year. Nobody just walking in the door. Everybody that's been here over a year knows my methods, know my process, know how I do it. And if you don't, you will learn quickly. So, just looking forward to bringing more of you to the table, because as we can continue to move forward, we're going to be moving, newer people is going to be moving into your position. You're going to be moving forward because we're going to get ready to start doing some other things, moving toward the estate trust, moving toward the studying, because you're going to have all your debt taken care of, your funds in. So you're going to be on a different page. You might be ready to open your KJPTA franchise. So you're going to be stepping out of new people. All right. One other thing, I do want to state that I posted something last week, and within an hour, it was out in the public. Somebody was on TikTok advertising what I had posted. Now, as I do recall, everyone here signed, autographed a non-disclosure. And I really don't want, that's one reason why I don't share the success, because of that right there. I don't want to get bombarded, and we need to be protecting each other. It has to be protected what we're doing. Okay, I'm not secretive for no reason. I'm secretive because it's private, and the fact that what we're doing, people will come and try to damage what we're doing. And we've been working too hard for someone to come in and infiltrate what we're doing. Okay. So please protect me, protect KJPTA. That is the whole purpose of non-disclosure.
Fucking know better.
So, you know, I know when I do know when people get good news, you want to share it. Understandable. Totally understandable. But please share it among your family, your close knit. I don't want to see my stuff on TikTok in an hour of me posting something. I don't want the information just, and especially this was in the exclusive group. There's somebody in the exclusive group that just went straight out and told somebody, or maybe the person that advertised it is the same person in the group. I don't know, but don't do that to us. You're jeopardizing everything we've been working on and working for. We bring people in that we know. I don't want just anybody coming in, because that's how things get leaked. That's how your corporations get infiltrated. This is for us. Others will get the opportunity, but I got to make sure I take care of y'all first and get y'all to the next level. But I don't want nothing to happen to what we're doing. We're making the moves and we're getting it done. I just don't want it jeopardized. So please make sure that you honor the disclosure, because I do not want to take you to arbitration and keep your reimbursements. I don't want to do that. All right. I don't want to make an example of anyone, because that's not what I do. All right. So I think that's it. No, I know some people had, another message. I know some people had some questions about Denise being gone. She's on vacation, a long needed vacation. She's taking a few days to rest. She just needs some rest. That's my girl. She's been working so hard. So she deserves a few days just to get a woosah. Okay. She's been doing this every day, all day. So she'll probably be back sometime after Wednesday. Whenever she's ready. I just wanted her to take a woosah. And she deserves it. She needs it. So just want you to know. So she's coming back. She's not gone. Don't panic. She's just taking a little woosah. So you'll be okay. Don't panic.
Amen.
Right. She need a break. She need a rest, which I try to make sure all my staff.
Oh, you want the little?
Okay. So let me keep muting people. All right. I think that's pretty much it. The announcements, and again, one other thing, if you please make sure your proper documents are in your flow so we don't have to ask for them, because that's what holds up your process. So there should be updates to your flows with instructions of the documents that please make sure you check those things out. And if you please make sure that you check your flows frequently, like every other day or so. Some people will be gone for weeks and we're sending you messages because we're working on something and we're not getting replies. And so that's going to end up putting you on the back burner because they have to. Okay, we're getting a good flow going, process going. So just at least check every other day or so in your flows in case there's some questions or anything that's needed by staff to processes. One other thing. Miscommunication on what's needed to complete. There is a list of, I'll get you a list of actually, you got to have that discharge flow or you have to be in a reimbursement flow, because there's usually instructions in those flows that tell you what documents are needed to complete your processes. So you would be discuss that with one of the case managers. Everybody should have a case manager. If you're in a conversation with just me, please reach out to one of the moderators or one of the case managers and let them know that they need to be in that conversation too, because I'm not in there to see what you're saying. I might get an @ sign, you might tag me, but I got 12,000 messages right now. and I haven't got through those. So it's best to try and make sure that if you're in a group, if you're not in a group, make a phone call, send an email to contacts or documents at KJPTA so that we can make sure that you are getting assistance from one of the case managers that, or put you in a group. You should be in either level 1, level 2, or the exclusive group. Okay, one of those 3. Only the exclusive group people have been here a year or more, 6 months or more, or they are on a different level. Their process is completed. That's the people that are able to come into the exclusive group. Level 2, those that are not wanting to be in an exclusive group, you're still got your status. You're studying in that group. It's you're pretty much there. Level 1 is just for the beginners, where you're just coming in. So, yep, you should. I don't know why you're not, Lavelle. All right, so yeah, if you've been here more than a year, now I do share a lot of exclusive information there, but again, you got to be not just because you sitting around in the background, but actually know what you're doing, know your documents, know the steps that we're taking, getting your education, being able to share information. The exclusive group is exclusive. All right, for a reason. Ms. J's exclusive group. Also, CPA is still working on our files. With us being under the trust, it's under a business, so IRS is still accepting, and we'll be able to do it every quarter. We don't have a whole lot of files left, so I'm just waiting on him to get everything finalized. Everything's done on our end. Just waiting on him at this point. But if things go like planned, we'll be able to get some funds back even from the properties and the other things that we're discharging. So I'll go more into that at another time. I just want to get everything finalized before I bring some other things to the table on that. I think I've covered everything I needed to cover. All right. Without further ado, I will let Gina take over and come with the questions.
Can I make an announcement just real quick?
Sure.
In regards to the Edward Jones accounts. So we are just submitting a few applications at a time so that we don't overwhelm them over there. As soon as your application has been submitted to our Edward Jones rep, I will put a PDF copy into your flow and let you know that it has been submitted. And I will send you another message to let you know that it's been active. I'm sorry, that it's open and active. And once Sarah, our rep at Edward Jones, lets me know, you know, she's most likely going to want to touch base with the client, with you at the account opening. And I know several people have asked how to fund the account. So right now, don't worry, I'll reach out to you as soon as your application has been submitted and once it's time for you to take action. That's all.
Awesome. Now, on top of, oh, where you finish, I'm sorry.
Yep, I'm done. Go ahead.
Okay. Just on top of that, you can, even if you have a Fidelity account, because I know most of the Fidelity had to be put under your own name as you as a trustee and everything, because Fidelity don't like me. It's okay. But you can have your Fidelity Edward Jones. The Edward Jones will be under me as the trustee. They have no problem with it, and it's cool, you know. So you can have your Edward Jones for your trust, and then you can still transfer from that trust or to that trust from your Fidelity trust that you will have access and control over. I won't have anything to do with your Fidelity accounts. Those are your accounts. So you not only have your Fidelity trust account, but you can have the Edward Jones. So it's up to you. If you don't have a Fidelity, it's okay. you'll have the Edward Jones. I know some people got purged from their systems, so no problem. You'll still have your Edward Jones. So either way, you'll either have one or two trust accounts. So it's not an issue. If you have a Fidelity and you want the Edward Jones, just get in touch with Gina. She'll get you set up.
Yep. And one more thing, we have actually decided that we are not going to do the spend accounts with Edward Jones. So you'll have your cash management account. You can connect that account to the Edward Jones trust account, right? Is that right, Ms. Jackson?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. All right.
LA, you got some updates with the IUL for, I'm sorry, I haven't got back with you on that, but you can make a announcement on what's going on with the IUL with your rep, so people know that they have other options. Now we have Louise that does the lower balances and the being able to transfer, but LA is working with the bigger amounts that we're going to be trying to work with the 1099s. You wanted to say anything about it?
Basically, I talked to Kadish, and what he told me is that he sent me over the form so we can go ahead and get it funded. And they're just asking me how long would it take for it to be funded once
Okay.
it's over to you. That's why I was calling, and because I was getting confused on, how we going to get it funded. So they're pretty excited on the amount, which it should be, but they're trying to see if we can do the rest of the group, if the group is interested in doing something like this, if it can be done.
Okay. I think I'm in a better position now that we should be able to use the 1099s for that. We're gonna try it out with you and see how it works before we bring it to the table.
Okay.
Did you get the physical part out the way already?
They was telling me I have to do the physical part.
What? You don't have to do
That's why I was like, I've been
for that kind
I
of
got to reach out to you.
funds?
Yeah, for that amount, I was like, I asked Kadish, are you sure? He said, I gave you the information. How long would it take for you all to process it? I'm like, I don't know. Let me contact you and I'll find out. So it's been about 3 weeks. So I haven't been answering this phone call because I don't have an answer.
Oh, okay. Let me see what's going on. Okay, so what I'll do is you gotta be in Moxo too, man, because that's where I'm at. I'm
in my so
Mm.
I'm in my I don't see anything.
You don't see anything.
I don't see anything.
Okay, so you're probably not in a group or something. I'll make sure you're in there and send you a message.
Okay.
But yes, I want you to upload the app so I can look at it and see what it is. And then if he's willing to take the 1099s and they accept it, let's do it. But I thought you had to take a physical for that one. So are they still talking 5 million? They willing to take that?
Yeah, I put in more than that, but yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's see how it worked first and let's go from there.
Okay.
We gotta test it first. You'll be the test.
I'm a test, not the crash dummy, but the test dummy.
I'm trying to avoid saying that, but I went around. All right, but so that's good. That's good. So
Yeah.
I like the fact that we got some options here. So
Yeah.
all right, we'll get on that immediately. I will touch bases with you Monday morning.
Okay, yeah, just 5 or 10 minutes. So I'll time I need for you, and that'll be it.
Yep. I'll put it on my schedule right now. So forget it. Let's see the link. All right, Gina, you go for it.
All righty. Okay, first question. Where, when, how are we able to get credits to buy items? That's one question.
Where, when, how?
Yeah.
Status. When you get your funds back, when we get it discharged and get it credited. Where, when, and how?
Okay, number 2, how much cash are we getting on the first draw? I guess they're talking about their reimbursement. They're not being that it wasn't specific.
It's okay. So here's the thing. I'm working on breaking down the payments so that it's easier to go through, but I might not have to do that because I'm in a different position, but we're just wanting to get it in. So you will be contacted once your funds are received for you to decide how you want it. Okay, because it's gonna come to KJPTA and it hits the escrow, our escrow account, and then the escrow company representative is gonna contact you because you've already given authorization on the escrow agreement for your funds to go there. So she's immediately gonna open your account, contact you to give her name, get your name and give you your account information, and then you can discuss with her where and how you want to transfer your funds. Now, I'm going to also make some subjections, lordy, it's after 5. Okay, suggestions of
There you
putting
go.
your funds in the Edward Jones account. So you'll get a document. I'll get a document together. I'm almost done with it anyway, to state how you want your funds broken up. But I don't want you to fill it out until we know exactly what you're working with. Okay. So we don't want to guesstimate because you might have us pay a bill out of it. You might have something taken care of. You might want to do something else. So we won't do that. I don't want to put the what they say, the cart before the horse. I don't want to do that. So let's do one step at a time. Let's get the funds in, and then we can move forward with where and how and when.
Okay. This question I'd like for you to elaborate on because I think that they may have the wrong impression about the hardship program. So
Okay.
they said, how much are we getting on the hardship funds for emergencies?
All right. Yep. Let's clear that up. Now, we are currently working on the terms and conditions of the hardship. Now, under the circumstances that we say it's a hardship, it is for us to either, when we say waive your fees, we waive them for currently, but we're going to collect those fees off your reimbursement on the back end. If you are looking to do a service, that is where we waive the fees or we break down a payment arrangement. Most of them are payment arrangements because I still got to pay staff and it's been putting me in the hole trying to put it on the back end because I ain't got it like that. Everything goes to this business, goes to the business. It's not, I can't fund it all. Okay, so when it comes to purchasing a home, you will either use a portion of your reimbursement or your full amount of your reimbursement as a down payment or a full payment or a partial payment. It is not a free-for-all situation with the hardship. And I'm explaining why, because if I was just to give you a home, that hardship would continue. My job is to assist you out of a hardship financially and mentally, so we don't go back into those situations. So if I gave you something, it's going to be the same situation instead of helping you resolve the hardship where you can maintain a home, because nobody's thinking about maintenance, cutting the grass, even new homes, it just breaks down. And if you don't have a fiat currency to maintain it, then you're gonna be calling me every time you need a plumber. I ain't doing that. I'm worldwide, but that's ridiculous that I gotta go find a plumber in Chicago or something. I don't want to do all that. I want you to be in a position that you can maintain the home. If you are unemployed, we're going to find a way to help you get employed. If you are in a position where you don't have a lot of income, we're going to find a way to help you out. So we're here for solutions. But I know some people saying they just want their house and their car, and I keep saying that's not what this is about. You'll get your home and your car, but you're going to have to get it through reimbursements because the government doesn't work like we think it's just going to give you something. Okay? They're not giving you anything like that. Not like they used to. Not that it didn't work before, but so many people have damaged things. We can't do things like we used to. This is why it's taken us so long to get where we're at today, because they've changed the system so much. Now, we may be able to do it later on down the line after it then wore out and people then forgot about it and left it alone. And they, because they done burnt it out. But right now, we have to make sure that you really comprehend that when I say hardship, it is for us to assist you out of the hardship, not give you a handout. It's a hand up,
Right.
okay? I want you to be out of the hardship. Because somebody was like, I just want my house and my car. I'm like, you got a job? Oh, well, how you gonna put gas in the car? How you gonna change the oil? You know, how you still got a maintenance. Everything is not, you still have to live in the public. You still have to function. Now you tell me, I'm gonna take my 20%. It ain't working like that all the time. It's not gonna work like that all the time because like I said, things have changed. But prayerfully, with the things that are going forward, you will have extra funds to do what you need to do. But again, you still have to have a source to get a refund, a reimbursement. If you don't have nothing to bring to the table, you can't get nothing off of it. So we're trying to change that for people.
Right.
So, just please understand that I am putting the terms and conditions together for that, so it's clear of what you will have to do. Because it's going to take your reimbursement or half of your reimbursement on a down payment so that our nonprofit will make the purchase for you. We'll hold that title till you're able to get that house from us. But we'll get you in a position where you can get it from us. But if you are in a situation that you have to get a home, please don't put no $5 million house in here and you got 2 people in your family. I'm not doing that. I'm trying to get you off the street first. Because that property gonna be mine until you purchase it from me. So keep that in mind. And then the thing is, this is somewhere to get you off the street. And now you're gonna get in a position where you can get your own home. We're gonna make sure that you're able to survive and move forward. So I was gonna say I'm not a bank, but I am. But anyway, I want you to be able to maintain. Okay, we're changing lives and changing situations one day at a time. And I just want you to keep in mind that you have to look for the solutions also. You have to be willing, because I'm not doing handouts. I'm not doing it because that's not going to help you. It's not. I've seen a lot of people leave because they wanted handouts. And that's not what this is about. Freedom is not just in your pocket, but it's in your mind also. But it's about being, what you call it, an adult, handling your own matters. And if you depend on me too much, you won't do things on your own. You got to be able to fly out the nest. So you got to be able to stand. I want y'all should be able to run this when I'm passed away, dead and gone. Well, I'm gonna be here forever and ever and ever and a day. So, but our next generation, this should continue. It shouldn't stop. So we gotta all get in position to help each other. And the hardship is just a hand up. So I'll get the details to you soon enough.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Jackson. So here's another question. I'm ready to send off my MCO documents, but I'm confused on a few things. Number
Mhm.
1, do I autograph the government issued title?
I would say the safest thing at all times when you're using fictitious documents or documents, period, that has to go in the public, to do the by in front of it, by : and your full name. Okay, or you can even put agent in commerce or a representative, agent, or a representative. But you want to make sure you put by. If you don't do anything else, put the by in front of it. I'll do it on a credit card receipt. I put by on everything.
The second question is, do I send the government issued title to the manufacturer or to the DMV?
Why would you do that? Does it say to send it somewhere? Because I don't think I read that you needed to send it anywhere. You're requesting the original manufacturer's title. So I don't think you need to send the old one anywhere. You might as well keep that because that's a bond too.
And then the last question, does the vehicle history report go to the manufacturer or DMV?
Unless it requested, don't send nothing nobody ain't asking for. Cause I would have to review it, but please read it and it will tell you what it needs. But don't volunteer information to nobody for nothing. If they don't ask for it, don't send it.
Okay. Okay, she says, I just got my 1099-A in the mail today for my mortgage discharge, as well as the mortgage company finally emailed my payoff balance after several requests. When I compared the two amounts, I noticed that the amount on the 1099-A is about $9,000 short of the payoff amount. Is this going to be a problem?
Yes, it is. So please make sure you upload that payoff so we can make a correction.
She did. I'll send them to you.
Awesome.
Okay.
LA is 12 o'clock Monday good?
He's muted.
Okay.
He said yes.
Okay, perfect. 12.
Yeah, 12 is good.
Okay.
Okay.
Send you a link to it. All right. Yeah, any correspondence you get and any discrepancies, please bring it to our attention the day of, because everything is time sensitive. We want to make sure that we do the process completely, accurately, so we can get the results we've been getting. So definitely do not wait 2 and 3 days to upload something regarding that mortgage or even your vehicles, okay? Now, I am finding that you're going to end up sending your bills monthly. They're not taking them to once and just crediting them, but you're going to have to do it monthly to keep the credits. So we'll go into that once we perfect that, so you can do that on your own, unless you want to pay KJPTA to do it every month, because you'll be saving money more than Geico dealing with us. So so you know, but it's up to you. But I am looking forward to giving you the steps and training to do that every month the proper way. Okay. Go ahead, Gina.
Okay. Hello, please ask Miss Jackson this question. She suggested that I take the financial management course. When can I start this course and can I be approved for the hardship program? So first question is, when is that course going to be available?
Okay, so the financial management course is, I'm going to finish that this week. It's pretty lengthy. It's bigger than what I thought, but it's definitely going to be worth it. You guys will be accountants when I get done with you. We'll balance them books, baby. But yeah, so you will be able to take that. I'm going to offer a short, small version for the hardship, reasons, because we need to make sure people are knowing how to balance some books. There will be a small free version for hardship. But the big one, it's gonna be worth it. Because you're gonna know exactly what to do, how to do it with that financial management. So but give me another week because I got 4 more courses to upload and Gina gonna have a bunch of videos to do.
Okay. All right. Next question says, how do I access the exclusive group? I couldn't be on last month's. But I have not found a way to access the recording.
Okay.
Please advise.
All right. So to access the exclusive group, you do have to get approved, and we will look at how long you've been here with us. And once you make the purchase, it is $25 a month because I come in twice a month to answer questions, give updates, share some exclusive information. So that group is $25 a month. You can go on the website and purchase the subscription. Once you do that, you can notify one of the staff members that you made that purchase, show them a copy of your receipt, and you will be placed into the group. You can't just, you won't just be able to pop in. I have it a little secure, I thought, because folks sharing information outside of it. Anyway, but anywho, you will be placed in there. And yes, all videos, all meetings are recorded and they're placed into that group within 24 hours of the previous meeting. So just make sure you reach out if you've paid and you have not been able to get in.
Okay. Second question. I was told that I would need an EIN number from the person that I bought my current residence from. It was not through a real estate company, but FSBO. I have no way to know if he has one or any way to know how to contact that person. Will this prevent me from getting a reimbursement?
Okay, say that one more time. Okay, you bought a house with an EIN and what they got to do with the reimbursement, and if they got one, I'm confused. Go back.
Okay, this is what it says verbatim.
Give me
It
pieces.
says, I was told that I would need an EIN number. I'm sorry, the EIN number of the person that I bought my current residence from.
Okay, so if it's
But
not,
it wasn't through a real estate, it was through a FSBO, and I have no way to contact that person now.
okay, so
Yeah,
it's private purchase. If it's not a government entity or if it's not a mortgage company, if it's a private purchase, that's a different ball game because they're not going to know what to do with the documentation. You still should be able to do you still should be able to get you can't get the EIN. You just have to put their information, whatever information you have on them, you can put that. I don't think they can even fees without I don't know. I don't think you can do it without a EIN. What'd you say, Deb?
I can't process without an EIN. It won't allow me.
It won't even allow, yeah, it won't even allow the process for a reimbursement without an EIN, so.
Well, I think you could put, you can, but then if they required it.
Oh, a W-9. So you either send that person a W-9 requesting the EIN, or I think it can go to there's another form that goes to the IRS saying you requested it and you couldn't get it or whatever the case may be. But one way or another, you have to get that EIN to have that document, that information to get the reimbursement, because it's not going to work without it. Okay, what was the other part of that question? Deb, what else was you, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Deb. What else were you saying?
No, I was saying they'll reject it without an EIN.
Oh yeah, definitely. Okay. Gina, what was the other part of that question? You gave me a piece of it and I'm ready to take the other piece. You muted, babe.
Sorry. No, that was it.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
Alright.
So this is another question. This is from Jasma. She says, I would like to clarify if the money previously allocated for purchasing through the 1099 process can now be redirected towards other services on KJPTA, as we have discontinued the 1099 process.
Absolutely. What we're doing is taking your credits for any 1099s that you've purchased and we're putting it toward the discharge. We want to be able to use those to help you get rid of your debts first and foremost. Now, if you don't have a whole lot of debt, don't need a debt discharge, which some people, a few that don't have any debt, which is great. You can put it toward any other service you need. Just let that whatever you need, let one of the representatives know. You can reach out to Diamond. She handles invoicing, she handles making sure that you get an invoice for whatever you need. We won't just have you go to the site and do anything because we have to specifically give you those credits.
Okay. This is a question. So they want to know if previously signed documents can be used in a new flow if it's the same document.
Previously, oh yeah. So if you've been in another service flow and you got a
A trustee agreement.
trust agreement or your non-disclosure, because some of the flows have those when you come in. If you already have them, please upload them. Yes. You don't have to ever do anything repetitive except transfer your documents over to the new flows. Make sure you save your documents in your personal conversation flow. So if you ever need them for another service, you can easily click on that document and hit copy. You'll have the option for copy, and you'll be able to transfer that right to your next service flow with no problem. So whatever they ask for, it should be able to move right along with no issues.
Okay, perfect. Is there somebody that maybe I may be paired with to assist with process learning how to be free? That would be like an intake service, I would think.
It's a service. So basically, we just need to make sure you're in level 1, and we will get there is one thing we can do is give you links to the videos that we have for studying. We have a lot of quizzes in there. We have a lot of reading material, and we're able to let you know the steps that you can take or that we can assist you with. So we do have definitely people that will help guide you. We don't want you in there alone. That's why I'm consistent with saying there's reps to talk to and ask questions. So we'll definitely help you be free. That's
And
what,
another thing, like our members are awesome. You guys are great, like helping each other. I see it all the time. And the level 1 group, I've been here since Miss Jackson was on TikTok, but I love that level 1 group because it's got a lot of really good information in it. And we
oh,
never stop learning.
and even if you are a government employee, there is documentation that can assist you. You may not be able to do a tax exempt on your W-2, but you can at least get your tax funds back off the W-2. So it's just maneuvering around it.
Okay. Hi, Gina. In the Edward Jones instructions video step 7, you mentioned if we owe taxes to answer that question. How would you answer the question if you have IRS taxes in the bill discharge and the process is not complete yet?
Ooh, okay.
I'll leave that one to you.
Yeah. Give me a second.
Because Sarah did say that she does, if they do owe, that it's important that we mark it on there.
I know, but I want to get that gone. So
Yeah.
can just anybody that has tax issues, please note that so I can get on that before you complete that application, please.
So what I'll do is when I review them before I send them to her, if they
Mhm.
have that box filled out, I will pass it to you or just put it on hold before we
Yeah.
open the account.
Yeah, well, I want them to not even mark it. Okay.
Right.
I don't even want them to have to do an application over. So I'd rather them make a note that you have a tax debt, or if I'm
Okay.
already working on it, let me get it confirmed that it's done. But yeah, that means I gotta speed that up. So if you have a tax debt, make sure Gina or one of the other reps, Angie or Emily, or when Denise come back, let someone know that you have that so I can get on top of that so you can get your application completed without having to mark that as yes. I want that cleared for you.
Okay. Sorry, my dog was chewing on the remote. I have to find another question.
Girl, I know how my man.
Ooh,
I've been wanting to choke
this
my dog
puppy
all
made
day.
This
Put it in the
puppy.
basement. I'm like, I don't need that kind of exercise because he has attitude. I'm sorry. Sorry about the conversation. Very inappropriate. My bad. Okay.
Okay. And let me see. Here's another one. Okay. This is Monica. I want to know, how do we stay out of the public when everything is taking a long period of time? And do we have to play checkers on the bills and other house needs when you don't have enough so you pay what you can until everything's done with the process? And I want to get a loan. Okay, first I'll go ahead with that part first.
Okay. So I say this. I will never tell you to not take care of yourself. If you get a loan, and I'm not going to give any timelines any longer because I hate that when I make you disappointed. But we are diligently working on your files. Okay. And the part is we're actually getting things done. But if you need to go get a loan, this is the time to go do it. Okay. I will
Okay.
not tell you to not pay your bills. I will not tell you, I'm not going to tell you not take care of yourself. Do what you need to do. And when you get done getting that loan, go ahead and upload it so we can get that gone too.
Yeah, like right now, so we have to be in the public and the private. We're not in position at this time
Yeah,
to
we're
go
not all
completely
in
private.
position. We have to literally step by step, because when we finish accomplishing this whole goal here, you won't be using fiat currency like that, okay? You're going to use your credits. You're going to be using instruments, all right? You'll be using your autograph to make purchases. You've been using it, but you're just going to use it properly without putting down payments and all this other stuff. So we still have ways to go, just like you've gotten a DOT so you can remove your car from the public. Now you don't have to register it. Now you got your DOT plate. So now you've moved your vehicle into your trust and it's private now. So it's steps at a time that we have to take. If you have your 5-star passport, you're moving slowly out of the public, but we still need the public somewhat to function until we accomplish our foundation, our nation to function freely, independently. So we're just at the beginning stages. So please do whatever you need to do so you're not struggling. But we're definitely going to have you back because we're at a different point right now. I'm grateful that we're at a different point. So just look forward to not having bills hanging over your head sooner than later. This is why we're restructuring your flows and things like that, because we've gotten to a point now where we can move faster and get this done. You've been waiting patiently, but I'm not going to step out and just do something because the system's switching up. I had to switch up too. Okay, so I'm not going to waste time and postage and stuff that I've already done when now I can make sure it's effective. So, just watch your flow. When you see step 3, wait, I'm step 5 in the discharge. When you see step 5, you're good to go. That's why we're putting these steps in there so you know where you at. Step 1 is making sure your documents in there. Step 2, we're doing the research. Step 3 is stamping them. Step 4, we looking at it, getting the mail done, documents done. Step 5, I'm checking it before it go out into the mail. So everything is in a flow that is flowing. That's what we call them, flows. So we can flow on through and get it done properly.
Okay.
All right.
So here's a question from Jessica Rogers. She would like to know, how does she go about getting a credit card in her trust name?
Basically, when you apply, you just use your trust EIN and trust name on the document. Some, you can add that name to it. It may still require your government name. But let me look into that a little bit more because I know just like you can get a business credit card or a business account, you can do your trust the same way. And actually, you should be able to now apply for your, if you still have a Fidelity, you can get that Fidelity trust account card now. But yeah, you should be able to get a credit card with that. Just do some research on it and I'll see what we can add to that because that's a good question.
Okay, that was the last one.
Thank you, Ms. Blackman. You want to check the chat to see if there's any we missed?
Yep, I sure will. Sorry, guys, my dog is being crazy. If you hear him.
We don't actually.
Oh, well, lucky you. Okay.
Is that the new baby?
Yes,
Mhm.
he's a handful. Okay. We love you, Miss Jackson. Thank you for all that you do for us.
Yay.
Let's see. How do
Appreciate
we get in the exclusive group? We already did that one. Okay. Is the Edward Jones account different from the Fidelity account? It is. Do you want to,
You can elaborate.
okay, so it's the same type of account. The only difference is that originally when we started with the Fidelity, Miss Jackson she's the trustee and she needs to have sole access to that account so that people don't get tempted to make purchases and just you can't do anything in that account. It's restricted to the trustee because if you do, it is considered trust fraud. And she's not going to jail for anybody. So the Edward Jones account is restricted and they are 100% on board. They know that we're private and they are okay with that. So the only difference is that Fidelity, you had to be your own trustee, and that would have given you access, and on Edward Jones, you don't have access. Did I do okay?
You did very well.
Okay.
Yeah. You still would get your statements and everything else from
Yeah,
your,
you're the account owner. It's just you don't have any access to make transactions, but you do have to approve everything.
yeah.
Yes.
There you go. And you will be able to have a financial advisor. They do have other opportunities of investments, and that's really what we want for you to have opportunities to have other investments to continue your currency to grow and be able to be recycled. So we're looking for other sources for you to have extra income. Well, excuse me, that's not the proper word because there's no such thing. And that's what I have to start working on my vocabulary because how am I going to be an example when I keep using the wrong words myself? So we'll be going into our vocabulary classes and I'll be in there with you.
I think it's a lifelong process. We've been using these words our entire lives.
Really is. But they'll have mutual funds and other things and educate you on those things. It may sound foreign to you, but there's so much opportunity for us to not have to depend on the slave work system. So I'm praying that one day we'll look up and everybody are living their dream of being a business owner, which I'm looking forward to teaching that part. That's my thing is business. How to start a business, how to maintain a business, how to keep your books. And then we have Ms. Brown Chevron, who is a financial guru over here. Well, I don't even like that word guru because they be missy. She's an expert on what she does. And I'm looking forward to snatching her off her own calendar in a minute to get her over here to help me help you because she is excellent with what she does. So it's all about the education. That's what this is. And we know that sometimes we don't have a lifestyle for it, But in order for us to survive freely, live this lifestyle, we have to transition. We have to take that time. You can make time for whatever you want to make time for. And it's true. I don't know yet what the financial class is going to be at this moment. I'm gonna try to keep it as reasonable as possible. So I'll let you know soon as possible. It'll be up on the website. We're actually transitioning the website through another company. I know that the learning curves are different, so we're going to have an all audio visual website. So when somebody clicks on something, it'll read it to them. It'll be a video. Everything's gonna be video. Like as soon as you come on, it'll start reading and talking to you because people don't like
Yes.
to read. So it's we're gonna be updating everything, and it'll be a lot easier for you to comprehend the services and everything else that we're going to be offering to get you to the next level. Now, it's going to be basic stuff because I don't want to. I've been put on pause for a few times because they can't figure out what I'm doing. So I just try to keep everything simple. If you've ever seen the movie Harlem Nights, they had the candy store in the front and he was selling old school candy, but they had the party in the back. Well, yeah, that's what Moxo is. That's the party room. So the website is to just give you your basics information of estate and trust planning, but the life and the fun and the family is on Moxo. So if you're not a member of Moxo, please reach out to get an invite. All right. Contact documents at kjpta.com, contact at jk, well, don't do yeah, you can do contacts. You can reach out to, let me see. I can't think of Denise's email, but I'll wait until she's back. Yeah, just you can do any of the KJPTA emails. We'll get someone to you to get you in because that's where you need to be. That's where everything's happening. All right.
Okay, Kim DeBerry says, hi, did you just say that we can connect our Fidelity cash management account to the Edward Jones? Yes, that is correct.
Yep.
If we can do IULs, I have a license to do that as well. That's Eric. I don't want to mess up his last name. Sturdivant. Okay.
Is that
All right.
correct?
That's correct.
All right, awesome. Hey, I don't mind having, because this is gonna continue. So it's gonna be a great opportunity for everyone to partner up. I don't want anybody to be bombarded because Louise right now is doing the consulting. So, I want everyone to be able to don't have to worry about a long schedule and stuff like that because this is gonna grow. This is gonna be continuous. This is gonna be awesome for everyone to have a universal index life insurance where you can borrow against it while it still maintains interest. And it's like, man, you always think this is just for the rich people. No, it's for us too. Okay. So it's generational, continuous generational wealth. And we actually get to leave our kids some stuff because I said flat out with my little life insurance, I wasn't leaving my family jack. Like I'm spending everything. Because like I'm living, I ain't leaving nobody nothing but a life insurance policy. They might have 50 cents in my savings account when I leave here. I'm going ham. Like I'm working for this. I'm not leaving nothing. But now I'll have that opportunity to at least leave my children something, my grandchildren something. So that's how generational wealth continues. They got them trust babies in college and all that. But see, they'll be the trust babies on the KJ PTA Academy and college, university. So we don't have to keep putting them in the system, getting in debt, and they still get that education.
Yeah. Okay. Do we still need to pay our personal property taxes that we've received in the mail this year?
If you have already been discharged, you need to work on your allodial land patent so that we can change your warranty deed, your quitclaim deed, your title to your home. I would say if you're able to get that done within a couple months, because you do have to do your research, go to your record of deeds, get all the chain of titles, every title that was ever on that property from the time it was built to the time you have now, you own it, because you have to create a new record. But if you're able to get that done, then you should not have to pay your taxes, or you can just go ahead and get it and do the discharge. Because we're able to get things cleared up now, so you should be able to do that also. You shouldn't be, nobody should be paying nothing too much more this year. Period. Period.
Is there a PDF on how to properly fill out the W-8 BEN form to turn into HR to stop taxes from being withheld from our paycheck?
I believe it is one, but you need more than just a W-8 BEN.
That was the next question. What forms go with the W-8 BEN
W-9.
if you're a state employee?
Oh, a state employee. You can't do it. You're a state employee. You cannot do it that way. You'll get fired. You need to just do your reimbursement and get your taxes back that way. Government employees, state employees cannot exempt themselves from taxes.
Okay. Deb answered that question. Awesome. All right. Instead of trying to buy a house, buy farmland, 50 acres or more. Okay. Hi there. I'm usually pretty good at moving around in the private capacity. I'm in the midst of buying an $800,000 house. All financing and inspections were done within 10 business days, and we're just waiting on the closing on 4/24.
Sweet.
Underwriting is coming back asking for verification that I have not filed personal taxes over the last few years. In place of tax filings, I have provided tax transcripts that basically confirm that I haven't filed. Any suggestions on how to resolve this concern?
I missed the question.
I
thought
did
that
too.
was a statement. Because you're getting your transcripts at request to show you haven't filed. I don't know what's the conflict, because they want you to file taxes, or what's I don't know the situation.
Then she said, I've been waiting about 30 days on the final closeout of the reimbursement trust filing. Will the filing documents be provided? I didn't catch a question. Okay. Underwriting coming back asking for verification that I have not filed personal taxes over the last few years.
Yeah, so you just get your that tax transcript. I can't think of the number of the form, but you get the transcript request. Actually, they should be giving that to you, and they can send it in to get your transcripts to show that you haven't filed taxes. That's
Yep.
not difficult at all. They actually should be doing that.
Okay. Where can I find uploads? I missed the presentation. If there is a place where I can review it.
Okay, don't you got a video for how to find the pins and the files, right?
Yes, I have videos for just about everything.
Everything. Okay, so
They're not able to access them though, so I need to go place them into the I'll place them into all of the levels.
level 1, level 2 should have all of well, level 1 is level 2, they should already know how to maneuver in Moxo. They should, but if they're in level 1, I know that most of them are there. But you just have to click on the pin, or Gina send you a link to the videos if you're not sure how to maneuver. Just Send her a message, she'll link it to you.
Yep. And even if I have to make a video for you, I can do that too.
Yeah, we're making videos for every single thing, so there's no questions, no misunderstand comprehensions. So this way you are able to maneuver and have instructions on everything that's required on this platform. So we're making it very simple. So this is where you should not have to ask questions for things that, because someone asked me about how to do the UCC, and I know for sure there's a video.
Yes.
Someone asked their status. That's a problem. If you get your status documents and you're asking what's your status, that's a problem. I will not answer you because you're supposed to be reading you click on that you approve those documents, that you read them. So if you got to ask me what's your status, you didn't read them. So please always look for things, check things, read things before you ask questions. Because that's gonna let me know you're not doing your part. And I'm gonna definitely have a discussion with you about it because I'm very adamant about my people not perishing for the lack of knowledge. This is why I'm doing what I'm doing. Okay, it's not for nothing else but freedom of the mind, body, soul, and physically getting out the system. Okay. All right.
Clarence Sweeney says, can I still move forward with the approval of hardship and start the process of reimbursement while doing the financial management course?
Yes, you can. I will get you going because you're going, yep, we're gonna do that. We'll get you moving.
Thank you.
I was working on some solutions for you, putting some things together for you last week, so I haven't forgot. Yes, we'll get you moving. You will start getting some answers on your hardship applications. I'm sorry for the delay, but we're working on some terms for you. I threw it together trying to help and I did not complete it properly to give you the proper terms and the stipulations of what position you need to be in and what we need to do for you to get those things done. So I will be making sure that you get some answers and what we can do to assist you as soon as possible. My team is working on it. Alrighty, all right.
Okay. LA said, question, I have 2 lawsuits and the person asked me, can they do a 1099 to pay me?
You know how to process a 1099, right? So if you know how to process it, I don't see why not. If it works for you, because you do need to have certain well, see if it works. See if you're able to collect. Because so far, I haven't seen anyone actually collect straight out. You have to have through the trust, yes, through a corporation or a banking EIN, something like that. I've seen it work, but just they've changed systems so much, LA, because we used to do stuff straight with 1099s. So we have to look at the situation. We have to evaluate it first and see what steps to take. But hey, I mean, shoot, I'm still trying to figure out how to. Well, I actually like just clear them. That's why I get paid up front because it's hard to deal with the 1099s on your own. I was able to clear up a $1 million lawsuit a couple months ago. But I just had to get have him pay the services up front. But hey, he doesn't have a $1 million debt any longer. So, it's really up to you how you want to do it. I just rather my staff, well, I got staff to help me do it. So I pay them to do the paperwork that I suggest to get things done. It's really, we'll have to look and see if that works again because they've been messing up with them 1099s. They put a big damper in the system when people were doing them and doing them wrong.
Yeah.
That's why it's been taking us so long to get things done, because they basically had almost shut down the system of 1099s, and people started getting frivolous filing fees and all kinds of stuff started happening. So I believe sooner than later, that probably will start back working because everybody kind of stepped away from it. But let it just cool off a little bit before you start jumping in that field again. But we'll look at the position. We'll look at it and see what can be done.
Okay. This says, do we have to put our social security number on the application when applying for a passport?
You know, guess what? I don't know because I have never paid. I'm not. Yep. LA shaking his head. Yes. Phone bills out the equation. No, phone bills was we working on them reoccurrence now. Your social is going to be used on anything with this government. Do know that. That's one reason.
Remember, just to say something, when you do your passport, you let them know that you're not a U.S. citizen and your parents are not a U.S. citizen. If you say you're a U.S. citizen on that passport, you will not get that 5-star, 3-star passport. Period.
Yeah. We actually have a video in the exclusive group, of course, for the training of how to get the 5-star passport. So,
Yeah.
That puts you on that do not detain list.
Yep, do not detain.
Yeah.
Me,
Okay.
my ambassador's diplomatic passport, so I don't worry about that.
Raymond, yes, your question was answered, so you can catch it back on the recording about your MCO title. Okay. So, Miss Jackson, do you suggest that we open an Edward Jones account that will not allow access since we have access to the Fidelity?
Sorry,
Yes,
Molly, I wanted to ask you a
because
quick question. Do you know if we're allowed to fish off the beach when it's empty?
No, this place is open to the sun up to sundown. Nobody can be on the beach or in the park area.
Okay,
what?
got you. Yeah, because we had asked the border patrol agent. He said,
hold on. I was finna say, how you gonna fish on the beach that's empty? But because I
I
was
was
confused.
scratching my head just now, like what?
The fish gone? You know, I'm going down to North Carolina. My son was like, "Mom, bring your fishing pole." I'm like, "Thanks." So I'll be actually taking a breather. May 2nd, May something. I gotta check. But I'm next 3 weeks. I'm taking a few days. It'll be closer to the weekend. But I'm looking forward. My son, me and my kids. I'm getting all together with my kids and
Oh, that's what's up.
my mom, all going down south.
You
But
deserve
I'm
it.
definitely looking to go fishing. Matter of fact, I might find a little boat by myself and get away.
You deserve it.
Because I think my son tried to set me up to babysit. He's like, "You can come stay with us, Mom." Yeah, okay. But I'm just looking forward to getting a couple days myself. What was I about to say? I
We were
forgot.
talking about so the question was if they already have a Fidelity account, do you
Oh.
recommend they get the Edward Jones
I
since
am
it's restricted?
suggesting that everyone gets a Edward Jones, because my whole thing is being compliant. Okay. And that's the only thing I'm really not totally compliant on is having a trust account that you don't have access to. It has to be a restricted account. So I don't ever want to get in trouble. I don't ever want to not be compliant. I do everything that we're doing with clean hands, and I need to stay that way. So I am requesting that everyone get an Edward Jones so that I can be compliant. Long as you're able to fund it and put some funds in it or do what you want to do, you still have to give me authority to move things, but I still need to have that to show my trusteeship. Okay, just being on a document doesn't just justify I'm your trustee, but if you got a trust account and I'm not on it, yeah, I'm kind of lacking in trusteeship. So I prefer that everyone does have a Edward Jones. I ain't asking you to, put all your funds in this one account and do whatever. Matter of fact, it's your account anyway. I'm just over it as your trustee. So, yes, please get Edward Jones.
Okay. How do we submit the W-2 for reimbursements?
Just upload it. Upload it to your flow, your service flow for reimbursements. Excuse me.
Okay. Hello, can Miss Jackson talk a little bit about political status for naturalized people? Thank you.
Political status for naturalized people. Well, basically, if you are naturalized, you have your naturalization document from the US. You will get that naturalized document authenticated. You want that cover sheet that says full faith and credits. That birth certificate and naturalization paper are pretty much in the same spot. Get it authenticated, and you are able to move forward with your political status. Basically, while you're working on that, your political status, I find, is, and claiming that birth certificate is number one. Okay. You're claiming your inheritance, and that is to be able to discharge debt, be able to get your credits. So the naturalization, that's the only difference. You will have your political status stating about your naturalization. It won't mention the birthplace of here and things like that. That's where your documents are different, but it's pretty much the same process. Now, do know that once you do that, you cannot use that particular document back at the Secretary of State or DMV. My son tried to take his authenticated birth certificate to the Secretary of State, and it's like they can't use it. But y'all authenticate it because you pulled it out the system. It's no longer their property. So I would suggest make sure you get a couple of copies in case you have to do something in the public, because that document will be null and void to the government. Well, the system, because there's no government.
Yes, I'm sorry, it was me with the question, because I always get confused because people talking only about the authentication of the birth certificate. So in this case, we have to authenticate the naturalization certificate, not the birth certificate from the original country, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So we have to get, so then we have to get copy from the naturalization certificate, so we can use one in the process and then keep the other one clean, right?
Yep. Absolutely.
Appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Yep, if you have one now, I would say go ahead so it doesn't hold you up from your process. Get that authenticated and order you another one from Homeland.
Okay, with that, because USCIS has a process to certify the copy of the
Okay.
original.
Mhm.
So can we work with that for the political status, and keep the original? Because I know that I have the process. Or ask for a new one.
I would say ask for a new one, even though they they certify it as an original copy, but doing that authenticating process of it or apostilling it, you're taking the proper ownership of it. And that's where it changes your position in the government, in the system. So now you are an adult, now able to handle your own matters because you've done that process.
So who's the one in charge for the authentication of that document?
You are in charge of that because we would have to use your identification in order to go to the DMV or go to the Homeland Security to get that done. I believe that we have some information on that process. So let's try to reach out to one of our representatives.
Denise?
Let me see, Holly can help you with that because she has a naturalization. Holly, are you able to reach out to him and get his info to help him with that process?
Yes, he could just drop me a message in the exclusive group meeting if he's there. And that way I can be able to have conversations with him back and forth.
Are you in any of our groups, German?
The exclusive.
You're in okay.
Drop a message to me in the exclusive group. I need to know the country of birth because every country's authentication process is completely different, and depending on where you're from, it may be easier or it may be some.
DR, Dominican Republic.
Okay, all right, let me get
Would he-
some.
But I will.
Yeah, would he be able to just do the naturalization though, instead of this? I mean, I know he can do the birth certificate. I know that's a 2-week, 3-week process, but wouldn't he be able to just do the naturalization document?
He can do the naturalization document, but that one may want to also layer added protection with the birth certificate. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Okay.
agree, but yeah, I agree, because it's you're claiming their document, which the birth certificate is their document, but that's your certificate of when they start putting the insurance on your head for your cesta cube. So yeah,
I'll look up their authentication process and get that information typed up on a file so that, and it's send it to you so you could also have it as well, Ms. Jackson.
yes, I do.
Miss Haley. Miss Haley is Hally.
HOLLY.
HO.
Yes,
Mhm.
like Christmas Holly. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you very much,
Welcome.
Miss
You're
Jackson.
welcome.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yep,
I have a question.
Yes.
Okay, on the apostle, do you still have to get it authentic? I mean, on the federal level also, right? Because they saying the apostle is higher. You don't have to.
Yeah, no, I actually, yeah, I actually sent mine in and they sent it back because it's already, because I sent the wrong one because I have an authenticated one and I have an apostille one, and I sent them all and they just sent my apostilles back. So it's, you don't get higher than that. But
Right, that's what, because I sent mine and, well, I guess they're gonna send it back because.
yeah, well,
and
see,
then
yeah,
when
I
I
don't
did
even
some research.
require, I technically don't even suggest sending it federal anymore because I want that cover sheet from the state that says it's full faith and credits. Unless, you know, you want to, it's okay, but I'm seeing the results without it being on federal level. So long as you claim it, that's the important part. That's where the difference works.
That's what because I'm from the U.S. Virgin Islands, and she told me I don't have to do federal level, just
Right.
But I did send it, so.
Yep.
They'll send it back.
It's okay. Yep, that's all right because I literally did the same thing and just sending stuff, trying to get my own stuff finished back in the day and realized that they sent it back like, this is the highest. Anything apostille, you don't do. You don't have to do that. But technically, again, the authentication, you don't have to send it federal unless you want to.
Can I say something, Ms. Jackson, very
All right,
quickly?
thank you.
Yes, go ahead. You're welcome.
I'm from another country. I'm from Trinidad, and when I got my birth certificate from them, when I ordered it, I did the apostille with them, and as long as the country itself apostilled it, federal level to here doesn't have to do anything. That's what I was told.
Yeah, after reading up some information, that's what it said.
Yeah.
You're correct. Mhm. I did have to do some research to figure that out, but yes, that's correct.
Yep. Permanent residence, pretty much the same thing. The political status is basically you are just denouncing that you're a citizen of the US corp, gov, company, all of that. You're denouncing the tax system if you are able to and not working for them. You are claiming your names, copyrighting your names, hold harmless, getting your UCC to protect yourself and your property. There are different methods of doing the UCC, but I did the process with your trust being the secure party and your debtor as your all caps. And from that, you're able to get confirmation from the Secretary of State that you have a lien. And there is amendments that are able to be added to that or other information to make sure that you cover all bases and make sure you have all your connecting numbers, last four of numbers that are all connected to you in that UCC. So, which is on a security agreement. So you're not putting all your info out there like that. But methods that we have, everything that I require for what we're doing, it shows its purpose and it's showing its success. Okay, it might have taken a minute because the system was changing, but I'm looking at the success that we're doing now. Okay, when people didn't have their status sent out, nothing was going through, and it was killing me. I couldn't figure out what was going on. Y'all had me crying. I was like, oh, what's happening? I know better. I know what I'm doing because it worked for me. And blah. Come to find out, folks didn't have their stuff sent out. And now I'm seeing the results. So I can say your status makes a difference because I'm starting to see the results. Okay. It took a minute. I couldn't figure out what was, something was happening, but then I had to tighten up things on my end also. So out of frustration, I buckled down and my team buckled down with me and we were getting it done. So yeah, it's a requirement because it's working. If you didn't have to go all through that, I know all them other folks say, you don't need to do all that for stuff to work. Well, those same folks that was saying that, they folks is over here now. Okay. So just keep that in mind that, I know that we've been waiting a long time, but it is definitely now worth the wait because, hey, y'all won't have no mortgages to pay in a second, and you get to keep your houses and put them in your own estate. Take your addresses off, get you a P.O. box so they can take your mail to the P.O. box. There's going to be steps for you to take once your mortgage is done, okay? So, and I want you to start working on those things. I'm starting to upload them to the groups. But when you get that OID, it's done. When you get that OID, it's done, and we start moving toward finalizing. Okay.
Okay. Should I use my Heirs custodial trust on my revocable living trust as the beneficiaries instead of their names?
You can. You're combining. So the trust should have your beneficiaries, and if you have your irrevocable or another estate trust or family trust, that's when you put that trust name as the beneficiary. That's how you cover those names.
Okay. And then it says if one of my beneficiaries has a revocable living trust, should I also use that trust name as the beneficiary instead of their name?
One more time. I blinked out.
Uh-huh. Yep. If one of my beneficiaries has a revocable living trust, should I also use that trust name as the beneficiary instead of their name?
You can.
One of the beneficiaries has their trust name.
Yeah, if it's a living trust, whoever's trust it is the beneficiary.
Right.
Yeah, gotcha. Yep.
Okay. Cook
You can
County
use a
and
business- you can use a business name as a beneficiary if you wanted to.
yes, true. Cook County in Chicago and Gwinnett County in Georgia refused to record my status documents. What can be done about that?
We
What is
can
hard?
actually, there's a document that we can send to make a claim that they didn't do it, or do it on our public recording platform. Or you can go find their bonds and we can put a lien on it. We can liquidate their bond and make them do it. So however you want to do it, because I like making people do stuff now. Look for their oath of office and the bond behind it. You can get that. And let's see if we can change their mind about recording your documents. Or again, you can do it on the public recording with us if they won't record them. And you'll still have them in the state and county and you have a link to them.
Wonderful. Okay. Mark Simon says, are phone bills still out of the equation?
No, they're not. They're not out of the equation. We were working on the big stuff first, trying to get the cancellation debts out the way, but we're starting to move. Now that we've gotten that pretty much going, we're trying to move toward the reoccurring bills. That's where you'll be able to learn how to do that every month yourself, so we don't have to do it for you unless you want us to, and it will be a service that you will pay for monthly. So, because I know some people don't want to deal with certain stuff. Yes, as your trustee, I can handle your bills every month. But yeah, light bill, gas bill, cell phone bill, you have to worry about your car insurance soon. Actually, you can, once you have your manufacturer's title, you can put a 1099 in your car for self-insurance for $5 million. You can do that until we get the documents in place for the vehicle coverage, which we're working on. I'm waiting on a rep right now. I'm waiting on a medical biller. I'm working on a medical process coder. I'm looking for those people before I open the door on the self-insurance. The self-insurance is pretty much ready, but I don't want someone to have a claim for a car accident or for a medical bill, and I don't have anybody that works that area. See, I know a lot, but I don't know coding, and I'm not gonna act like I do. I'm gonna stay in my lane, but I need someone that's awake to be able to do that. We are working with someone that's doing that right now, but she's gathering her info and making sure that she knows what she needs to do. She's been doing it for a while, so we're kind of sitting back waiting her in her position to move forward. But if you know anybody that knows somebody that is a medical biller, we are looking to hire that position so we can go ahead and get our self-insurance going.
Okay. My mother is a US citizen from Jamaica and she cannot locate her naturalization documents. Do you know who we can contact to retrieve copies?
Homeland Security.
I can speak on that because I got that from my mom.
Oh, go ahead.
I couldn't find hers and she lost hers. I contacted the state office where she was naturalized and the clerk's office there. They actually emailed me a copy of her naturalization document.
All right, that's sweet. When they emailed it.
Well, yeah, she asked, how do I want to receive it? And I said,
Oh.
email, and she emailed it to me.
Oh, okay. So they take email copies?
No, actually, with the copy that she emailed me had the notary stamp at the bottom.
Mhm.
So that
Okay.
was okay.
It was just a copy, okay.
Yeah, but to contact the state office where her mom was naturalized and that clerk's office there, and let them know the predicament, she can't find it, and ask them, can they send a copy of the naturalization document? And they should be able to do that.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so anyone have situations with naturalization documents, out of the country birth certificates, anything on that part, contact Holly. That's how we'll do that.
I'm laughing right now because that is like,
Yep, there you go.
okay,
Mhm.
yeah.
Reach out to Holly on the naturalization part because she's good at it. And you know what? She sent me the info and I still can't find it. I had it, misplaced it. So that's why she's there to help you guys do that because that's not my lane.
I think it might be in your pin.
It probably is.
Because I pin everything I send you, I pin it.
You know what? I'm trying to take some of these hats off, and I know the information, but you know what? If I have, I got you. That's one hat I don't have to put on.
Yes.
So you can help with that area. I'm trying to put people in place so I can take some of these hats off. I really am. I need to take these hats off because I'm putting on more hats, and some of them ain't fitting no more. I just need to give them on away, pass them on down. So,
And I do need to mention that a lot of people that are here from another country, Do not go to the embassy in the United States, go to the country itself. Because all the embassy is gonna do is revert all your information back to the country. So you might as well go to the horse. Pull the horse with the
You talking
cart.
about contact them by mail, phone, fax, not
Contact them by phone.
ticket to go. Oh, okay,
I
phone.
mean, you can contact them by email. You can go onto the website for the country and they will have, and just do a search on what
Mhm.
you're looking for, and it should be right on their website.
Great. That sounds good. See if we can get a link to the embassies, in different countries, or a website where they can find their embassy. That will help give them a
Okay.
start.
I'll do that search in a few.
Okay, people, it is 8:20. I missed riding my motorcycle already. It's dark and it's gotten cool. So I'm gonna just have to finish cleaning and eating pickle pizza. I got some left, Oliver. I ain't letting me eat it all.
All right, all right, all right. Enjoy.
I did not let him
Miss
eat all my
Jackson?
pickle pizza. Yes.
I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. Ever since the beginning of TikTok, you and I have been talking, and you have just been a blessing to me, and I'm sure to everybody else. Thank
Aw,
you.
You're
Thank
welcome,
you
Clarence.
so much.
Don't make me boo-hoo and be all soft. Thank you. I try to be tough, but I appreciate you, Clarence. You've been sticking with
You
me.
have no idea the hope that you give me keeps me going. Thank you.
You're very welcome. You're very
Thank
welcome.
you.
You are so welcome, and that's what I live for.
Man, you're gonna
That's
make me
what
cry.
I live for. You making me cry, so
Making me
stop.
cry.
But I appreciate it, and I appreciate you. You've been with me from the beginning, Clarence, and you sat over in the background for the longest and finally made Denise pull you in. But I appreciate you being here and knowing that and having the faith to give me the opportunity to be in your life to help you. I know it's so hard out here to trust people, but I appreciate you all giving me a chance to trust me to help. I thank all of you, and I appreciate you, Clarence. I'm gonna do everything I can to get you
You've
where you need to be.
already done it.
And
You've
so
already done it. You gave me hope.
that's hey, I'm loving
So
it.
thank you, and I love you. I love you.
I
Love
love
you.
you too. Man, that's awesome. And I just all I want to do is be here to make a difference.
Oh, we love you, Miss Jackson.
I love you all. I love you too, for real.
Cause you know I love you, so hey.
I know for sure. Y'all don't understand, when you go through life and you go through your ups and downs, you wonder like, Lord, what is the purpose? What is all this about? And to be able to look at your life and say you are living your destiny. Everything I went through from a teenager to just a couple years ago revealed everything that I'm doing right now, that I'm living my destiny. I was born to do this right here, to help my people. And you all are my people. I go to bed with y'all on my mind. If something don't go right, it breaks my heart.
I attest to that.
So,
Yes.
We love you, Miss Jackson. This Miss McGee. I've been riding with you from the beginning.
yes,
So
ma'am,
We
you
love
have.
you, Miss
I can't.
McGee.
Yes, you have.
I'll be here.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Your stuff should be clear any day now.
absolutely. I've been with you from TikTok, Yahoo, and I'm
Yes.
touching for the past couple of years, and I appreciate you to the
I
highest, Miss
appreciate
Jackson.
I appreciate you all.
If I think I'm gonna mess up, I'm gonna contact you. I'm gonna ask. I'm not gonna jeopardize anything.
Right, right,
It don't make no sense to be here for the past couple of years and then do
right.
something
Mess it up.
stupid and
Right.
do it stupid. Yeah,
Hold
Hey,
on, say that again. Say that again.
right.
I said it doesn't make sense to be here for a couple of years and then do something stupid.
Thank you. Or to jump off of the boat right when
It's
right
just,
when we're about to
and
pull up.
it's
Yeah.
been a struggle. It's been a struggle. And everybody's like, it's been taking so long, but you got to understand freedom is not an overnight thing.
Exactly.
People have been trying to do this for decades and centuries.
when I had my first house, of 20 years, the one I built and stuff like that, it had built and everything like that. It was
Mhm.
a multi-millionaire was telling me some things that I need to do. So I've been trying to do this for almost 25 years.
Yeah,
And but you, like you say, it's a rabbit hole. And so
yeah,
it's so you do a little bit this and a little bit that. And it wasn't until like uh, uh 4 or 5 years ago, I turned around and started doing a little bit of stuff here and doing the 1099s and stuff like that and finding out things. And then when uh God blessed us to come together and stuff, and I saw you and met you, it was like things was meant to be. So so what could have still could have took another 10, 20 years or 30 years. God is bringing us all together, people with same mindsets.
right,
Amen.
right. And that's what it's about, being on the same mindset.
I'm sorry, my voice sounds froggy. So, but it's me.
Oh, that's okay. I know, I know.
I'm telling you, I'm sick. But
I literally every week, by the time Friday or Saturday come, I'm hoarse because I talk all week. I talk to having meetings all day or every day. So by Friday and Saturday, my throat feel like, I'm glad I got my Alloyo Silver so I can just start
yeah.
popping that and my other vitamins. But yeah, talking and this weather been messing up a lot of people. Like
Oh my
dry
gosh, it's
coughs,
freezing, and then it's
sinuses. Yeah, that's all right. But you know what? One thing I can say, um, is that I was never and not ever going to give up. And I'm so honored to be at this point where we can start seeing results. I have cried, especially when I just saw stuff just happening. I'm like, God, thank you. About time. 'Cause these people thought I was a fake fraud bum, something, I don't know what. But now to be able to successfully see the results, I'm so honored and I'm still so humble. I am humble because I'm just a vessel to bring this forth for us to be on a different page, a different way of living.
amen, amen, amen. But God bless you. Thank you so much. And you deserve your vacation.
Yeah, go hang out with the fam for a little while. But I'm already like, I gotta go buy a laptop so I can still just check on stuff. Make sure it's okay, it's just this is my life. This is what I do, and just making sure that I do my best for you. I know it's not always easy, and I know it's not always how you want it to be, but I appreciate you all. I really do. Just for your patience to
Appreciate you.
get where we need to go,
Yes,
So we
Miss
love you,
Jackson,
Miss
we do
Jackson.
appreciate.
Thank you. So I'm
We
not gonna
appreciate
hold
you,
you.
Miss Jackson.
Thank you.
Enough respect from the Brooklyn posse.
Oh, the Brooklyn posse got my back for sure. Yeah, we got them in the bond buster group getting these bonds. We on a mission because that's our leverage, y'all. So if y'all can get to them counties and get those bonds, oath of office bonds, that's gonna help give us a whole nother level of authority. We need to have some leverage over these criminals. So
Got that right. There's some criminals down here in
it's
Georgia.
some criminals, baby. The sheriffs, the judges, the clerks, get what y'all can so we can do what we need to do to keep moving forward. Because that is awesome that we are able to have that leverage and see the results and say, now we're telling you what to do. We ain't asking you nothing. See, I didn't got tired of being nice and trying to compromise. Now I'm coming in here bossing. Like, this is what you're gonna do now, and you're gonna get this money back while you're talking.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm enjoying every bit of it now. It's all I can say right now it's been worth the battle. It's all been worth it to where I'm at, where we're at. I'm saying me because I'm like, ooh, I can actually go leave for a few days and knowing everything okay. So, it's just a woosah moment for myself because it's been hard and I'm a perfectionist and I know it, and that's been my problem. And I don't like disappointing. And even though I know you've been disappointed and upset along the way, but you're still here. And I thank you for that. But it's going to definitely pay off for you all. I promise you that. It's going to definitely work out.
And Ms. Jackson, I want to say one thing. For everybody that's in the group right now, I urgently and strongly suggest you get the 3 books, which is the Common Law Handbook for Jurors and Sheriffs. Also, Meet Your Straw Man and the UCC Connection.
That's
Get
in
these
level
books.
1 already. It's already in level 1, baby.
Yeah, they need to get these books, keep reading them, go over and over them again. Because sometimes you read something and then you miss it. Like, oh, wow, I didn't see the part.
Yeah.
Read them and read them and read them.
Also, study your post office.
Oh, yes.
Study your post office.
Yes.
All right. Go to the website and just read the different sections in the post office. Okay. That's just a little hint.
Post office has a lot of power. Yeah.
Study the post office website. All right.
Post office has a lot of power. Y'all just don't know.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Study the post office. And if you got time, study the IRS documents. Those are your banking documents.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be bringing some heavy info to the table once we've gotten you out of debt, because now your mind will be clear that you can do some studying. All right. When we get
Thank you. I need that.
Yes, that's the whole thing. I don't want to sit here and put more on your plate when you're already stressed and worried and dealing with your situations. That's what I'm doing, why I'm doing it. So now, once these things are off your lap, now you have a mind time of clarity to absorb new information because you're not stressed, worried about your current situation.
Yeah.
So I'm, like I said, when I say I'm big on education, my job is to clear your mind first so you can absorb the information.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. I'm so looking forward to put smiles on everybody's face.
You already put one on mine.
Oh, that's awesome, Clarence. I'm gonna hug you one day soon. I'm telling you, I'm looking to do a greet and meet soon. I'm trying to get some venues scheduled and find out where we can find some places for us as a private group to meet and just say hi to each other. We see each other online, but I want to be able to hug you and hold your hand and say, hey, we made it, we've done it. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to meeting all of you.
That would be awesome.
One day, Miss Jackson, we're going to be able to rent out a resort, and we all, the whole nation, go down.
Oh, I'm telling you, actually, y'all gonna come to the island of Kodeshim. That's gonna be
Amen, amen, amen.
I'm buying an island when I get done with all this. So y'all gonna have to come visit.
To it.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's gonna have a hotel on it. So y'all gonna have accommodations. I'm
Amen,
looking forward to it. All right, family. I'm gonna get off here and try to woosah. It's 8:30 p.m. here. You have a wonderful weekend. I want you to take a day away from Moxo. Take your Sundays, get some prayer in. Even if you don't pray, just know that there is a higher power, because I couldn't do this without him or her. You know, it's I'm finding out that, like, I put Proverbs 8 in there in the group, that she was with him. Wisdom was a woman, is a woman, as a female figure. But do know that we have our position as women, but our kings and our men are still our heads. And we have to know our position as women. And even though we have our independence, but we still have to be humble.
Amen to that.
So love you. You all have a wonderful evening, and I will see y'all Monday, Tuesday. Monday, Tuesday. Yep.
All right. Blessings, Miss Jackson.
All right. Blessings.
Blessings, everyone. God bless
Thank you again, Miss Jackson.
Thank you, Mr. Jackson.
Take care, Miss Jackson.